going on, everyone? My name is Tepify, otherwise known as Hunter. I'm an editor for Arise Unit, and I'm here with Retro, Hari, and BZ. You guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Howdy. I'm BZ. I am a sniper for Arise, and I do a little helping on the side with the leaders and shit.
I'm Retro, on of Arise. I kind of boss everybody around and let them know that they suck. And yeah, just kidding.
I'm Har. I'm the mascot of Arise, also a player.
That's the truest thing.
I've been Arise since 2017.
Holy
I know
shit.
the insides and outs, and yeah.
So for the first question I'm going to ask and have us talk about is pretty much what got you guys into the community. I guess I'll go first. So I think what got me into the community is I was actually a player originally. I started playing a lot of Black Ops 2 like when it first came out, and I was like a huge fanboy of a little team at the time, and I ended up getting into trick shotting. And then after that, I was a terrible trick shotter. I was a terrible player in general. Call of Duty is just something I play for fun now on the side. But I started picking up editing because everybody, I think, back in the day would watch like FaZe or Obey, whatever the big team was at the time, and all their team tages. And I really wanted to learn how to edit. I was really inspired by like some of the big name editors, especially in FaZe Clan. And then I just started editing. I think it was 2014 is when I started. And I think I've come a long way since then. I'm nowhere near where I would like to be, but I've definitely had a lot of progress over the years. And I think that's kind of what got me into the Call of Duty community, or at least editing in general. So,
Face Tepify.
yeah, that's me, Face Tepify.
This may be a bad time, but I got a couple of crackheads yelling outside of my window.
Let them know you got a podcast going on. It's more important than their
Be like,
crack
"Shut
addiction.
the fuck up."
What got BZ into the community?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it, BZ. What got you into the community?
Alright, so probably back in like 2012.
All right.
Actually, even maybe before that. My buddy, his name was Dawson. He used to come over and bring his Xbox over, and we would play Modern Warfare 2 split screen, and like he was always into sniping and stuff. And I thought it was cool, so I decided to pick it up and try it myself. And throughout the years, I'd played like split screen, not much multiplayer and everything. And I would play with my friends, and I was just always like way better than they were. And I started following a couple YouTubers like FaZe Rain and shit like that, and kind of got into it, and got my own Xbox, Modern Warfare 2, and Xbox Live. And I started grinding it out. Didn't really go anywhere from there. Got BO2, played a lot of S&D with my friends like back in the day. And then I started sniping on Black Ops 2. And I got picked up by a small team called RK, which was like Royal Kings or Royal Kingdom, something like that. And it just kind of didn't really go anywhere. We ended up ending that team. I dropped off for a while, came back, and then Retro found me one day and looked through my theater, told me I had nice clips, and picked me up.
Inspirational. I love it.
OG recruiting days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just going into
Like,
people's
let
theater
me see
mode.
your
Like,
theater, bro.
let's see your f***ing clips, you shitter.
1v1 me out, bro.
Yeah, 1v1 me is how you get into the team. If you beat me, you're in. I remember those days.
My buddy Dawson, though, like something that I had forgot to mention. Have you guys ever heard of WWEK?
I don't
It
think
was
so.
like a-
Okay, I think I might have.
It was like a Ricochet tube team back on Black Ops 1 type shit.
I
Oh, that's
actually
some-
do. Yeah.
They were Worldwide Knives. I think that's what their name was. Like, they done some weird things. Like, he was a part of that team, and like they would like do Ricochet tubes. Like, they would spawn on like S&D and like shoot Ricochet, or like Ricochet a noob tube off of a building and like launch it across the map and try to hit someone with a direct impact type shit. Like, it was
But
weird.
that shit's cool though.
Yeah, like that's what he was into, and like so.
Dude, I would
It was
still
kinda
be
weird
okay
to
seeing shit like
from
that
that.
today. I feel like that's like super like
Still,
not like you just don't see that kind of thing. So
Yeah, it was definitely a niche thing even back then, you know, like it was just something that wasn't super popular. Like, it was cool to see. It was interesting.
So I've always like, when I got my PS2 back in like 2007 maybe 6. My first game was Call of Duty 3, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, Call of Duty 3 was the best game I could ever have asked for. And during the time, I didn't have memory cards for the PS2, so like I would get like to level maybe 6, and then my sister would come in and kick me off and like play her like Dance Dance Revolution. So I would continuously have to like start from the beginning and then work my way up. And this is like maybe 7-year-old like hard at the time, and I was terrible in Call of Duty. And I dropped off from PlayStation 2, and I picked up my first Xbox around 2010 when Black Ops came out, and I got my Xbox for Christmas, and you know, playing Black Ops, I got back into the Call of Duty form, and I was like obsessed with it. I loved everything about it. Was scared the shit about zombies. Zombies scared the shit out of me as a younger kid. But
Dude, zombies, dude, no, you're fair. Like, kind of creeped out as a kid. Like zombies, you're like, what do you mean there's zombies in Call of Duty? Like, get out of here.
Exactly. Like it was terrifying for me. But no, so I got my Xbox, and my neighbor across from me also got an Xbox because my mom and his mom, like, they were in cahoots about like buying like both consoles so that we could play with each other. Well, one of our old friends, he got a PlayStation 3 instead, and he had MW2 on it. And we would go over to his house, and we would like snipe on Rust, and we thought it was the coolest thing. And then later on, I think it was like around Black Ops 2 actually, so it was very late. I got back into quick scoping, and that's when I started like actually being like, oh, there's something into this. Like, people like to snipe, people like to do all this weird shit with snipers, like trick shotting and do all this stuff with kill feeds. Like, I thought it was just very interesting. I would watch like Phase Apex and the Road to a Kill Cam shit. Oh my god, that was so cool. I missed that. Oh my god, I missed that.
Yeah, I loved Road to a Kill Cams back when they were super popular.
That was like an every Friday night, or I think it might have been Saturday or something like that I was watching.
No way.
But yeah, then I started joining teams. Like I joined a team called Sky. Then I wanted to make my own team called Flight.
I can see there's a trend here. There's a trend here with flying and Sky. Yeah.
But, I mean, it was just what it was. No, actually, the name Flight came from this. So I was in like a dubstep nerd in like 8th grade, and there was this band called Flight something. I can't remember, and I just wanted to make a team out of it. But then some Sky member, I forgot his name. He asked if I wanted to join the team, and I said sure. But it was spelled SKYE, so it was really stupid.
Yeah, that's creepy.
No.
But-
Back in the day, that was cool.
No, not even back in the BO2 days. But yeah, that's what got me into the community.
Bro, teams like that, they're like, I don't know, I feel like every team, once they saw FaZe, everybody just started putting the capital letter in the middle just to be like them, look cool and
Yeah,
shit.
just to throw it off a little bit. Like, I think SOAR is what, capital S and R, so.
Yeah.
Exactly. As far as what got me into the community, I think I was like, I want to say 12 or 13 maybe. I ended up going over to a friend's house. My mom ended up dropping me off, and he had a bedroom upstairs, so we would go and play MW2, and that was in, I want to say 2009 or 2010, some shit around there, because MW2 had just come out. And my first gamer tag, by the way, was like Bobblehead 13 with like.
Oh yes, yes.
It was like
Yo,
all lowercase and uppercase. It was the funniest shit.
Mine was Cosmic Storm. 4 X's in the name in total.
The X
and,
is
like,
equal
30
the
different
amount of skill you
capital
have.
lowercase letters.
See, mine was a mixture of my sister's name and mine, and then we put a 1 because like my sister has her email is still attached to my account because I've had this account, like I said, ever since I got the 360. I've never changed it, but it was so stupid.
But Anyways, I ended up going. I think it was on Rundown. I think that was the map on Modern Warfare 2. I ended up seeing somebody hit a kill cam in my game, and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" I don't know. I ended up looking it up on YouTube, found Face, or and I don't think Optic was even a trick shotting team back then. I think they were mostly sniping. Um, I forgot what other. There was one guy in Face. He was like really. I think it was what's that guy's? Fakey. That's it. I saw Fakey, and ever since then I got into trick shotting, and I grinded in W2 from like 2010 all the way to 2015 or 16, and I didn't play any other game. And I think Black Ops 2 I started playing in 2016 because I couldn't find any lobbies on Modern Warfare 2 anymore.
Yeah, I kind of cleared out. You're definitely grinding that game. I remember like it was for our 1,000 subscriber team, Taj. Like your opener was a Modern Warfare 2 clip, and I was like, dude, there's still people playing this game. It's like what? It's like wild.
I think I probably had a year played on that game, to be honest.
Oh my fuck, dude.
Like dead ass. I like come home from school, hop in a 6-man, fucking grind.
That's how it was with BO2. Like, oh my god, dude, 2013. You could ask like anyone, honestly. Even like my cousin was so ashamed of me in a sense because I swear to God, I did not see sunlight my entire 8th grade year. It was bad, dude. BO2 was my life. Like I was so bad. I got really addicted to like the gaming community and shit like that. That when my cousin would come over and he wanted to play, I would hide my Xbox 360 controllers from him so he could not play.
So I think another kind of quick topic I think we talk about is like what is something you like or dislike about the community. I remember when I was filling out that form and I was asked, I was looking at that question. Something I liked a lot, I guess it still kind of translates to today, is there's actually just like a huge variety. I mean, I think some people can argue that they dislike this, but the fact that there are so many different types of teams, I think kind of shows who is serious about it and who isn't. I mean, you can find a plethora of teams that are just out there that they don't have any kind of character behind them, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, when I look at teams like Arise, like, I know that there are members in this team that are different in, like, it just kind of adds this, like, depth to the team, I think, in like a good way. Like obviously if you look at the bigger teams, like there are individuals who have more subscribers than the team channel.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. It just, if you're like super interested in like retro, for example, and then you can like kind of branch off of him, look at the team and look at the players that are associated with it. It's just something I actually like, and it kind of adds this competition as well. In a friendly kind of way. Obviously, I'm not trying to start any hateful type of competition between like any teams that are in the same boat as us. But I think something I actually dislike is, it goes along with the same thing I said, is there are so many teams, but the problem is you don't see it anymore. There's a lot of hate in the community. You never see hardly anybody else promoting each other. It's always trying to promote themselves and only their team. And I thought a long time ago, like Clash of the Clans, I was like, that was huge, and it was great for one specific reason, is it was a collaboration between two different teams, and if you weren't aware of the other team and you happened to watch the video, you were able to promote each other. Yeah, and it was like, I kind of wish it was still a thing, you know. There's a lot of teams that are, I think, kind of near our like I guess popularity or publicity that would really benefit from doing a Clash of the Clans with us. Not that we wouldn't, we would obviously also benefit, but there's just a lack of promotion or love between a lot of people in the community. Like there's just so many of us and nobody's really doing a whole lot about it, I guess. So.
And I feel like the Sniping Showdown, I feel like that was trying to be something kind of like that, but if you look at it, like losing teams are getting upset about, you know, in the case of like losing, and like, you know, I follow this team, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of it, Paradox, and no hate towards them, they're a really good team, but like I feel like they got really upset that they didn't like win round 32 or something like that. Like They started talking crap about Sith and all that, and it's just like the teams start going against each other in the sense of like, oh, that team's not as good as this team, and it's like, why? Like, it's just a lot of toxicity in the community now.
Right, because it was originally supposed to be a thing that was for fun and to grow each other's
Yeah.
channels, and it just became something that it wasn't supposed to be at all. So
Like, it's good to have a friendly sense of competition with everything, but now it's gotten to the point where I mean, like, how do I explain it? It's to the point where they just start hating on each other so poorly. Like, it's just bad. It's not fun, in a sense.
Yeah, a lot of it gets to people's head.
Yeah.
right,
I would have to say something that I really like about the community is like how you can find your own like little cliques, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
Arise, for example, like everyone in Arise, like super close and interacts with one another or one another every day, and like we try to show as much support as possible between one another, and I think that's just badass. To be honest, like Wretch is one of my best friends, and I don't even like know him as a person. Like that shit's just cool as fuck to me. And then I would say one of the things that I really dislike about the community is just standards in general. Like people hold themselves to a standard that's not exactly obtainable, you know, like
Yeah.
sometimes like people just stretch it too far and it just goes too far and it becomes more of a stressful thing than it is what it's initially meant to be, you know, something that's fun, something that's something that you enjoy to do, and like it just loses that quality.
Now, when you say standards, do you mean like clip standards or
Yeah,
like
clip standards, like what
yeah,
people
Trick
are
shotting.
driving for. Yeah,
Like-
it's just
like
nuts.
I understand going away from like quad feeds because you know stuff gets easier over time, and like I mean like yeah you gotta progress some like 5-ons aren't you know usable in new Call of Duty, but at the same time like you know there's not everyone experienced the same lobbies. I feel like the lobbies and how people play against each other should also take an effect with like the clips and standards. Like I know you, BZ, you get in some really shitty ass lobbies.
All the
And
time.
I'm surprised that you even hit a 5-on in those lobbies because they're so sweaty. And
All
it's
the
just like shit like that. I feel like that sense of standard that you could even clip on these people or on this type of people should be taken in effect of, oh, he had a 5-on, but oh, let's also look at his lobby. Like, oh my god, his lobby.
Dude, that's the whole reason. Like every time I join BZ, I'm like, "Do you turn crossplay off?"
Honestly, like I cannot play against PC players. It's just crazy.
I kind of want to go back to what BZ said because, like, in Modern Warfare 2, when trick shotting like started, people, I want to say setup wasn't like toxic. It was fun, and like a barrel stuff was godly. It was like so insane. And now, like 2020, people are like the only trick shotting there is plutonium setup crap, mods. Like none of it's legit, like unset up, like yo, stun him, whatever. Like stun the shit out of the guy and get it. One thing I like about the community is how, I guess, Tepify was saying, variety. People can go from sniping or trick shotting how they started out and get into editing or designing, and it really grows the community in a way and gets you to know a lot more people than if you would have just stuck with one thing. And as far as what I don't like about the community is just how it's changed so much over the years. And I mean, people come and go, but it's just crazy how standards change and how different people can become, like, over time.
Yeah.
yeah, I understand that completely. Yeah. Some other things to ask you guys is what kind of games would you like to see Arise specifically expand into at some point? So I think for me personally is I don't necessarily know that we're like close, but esports is like a huge thing, and I think if we were able to grow our channel a little bit more, and get some more push behind like some sponsors or something. I think going into some esports for whether it's like just game battles on like Call of Duty, or like I play a lot of Rocket League in my spare time and a lot of CSGO in my off time. I think it'd be really cool to even just have like frag movies or like highlight videos from like Rocket League or CSGO even. Because there's a lot of people that obviously play a lot more games than just Call of Duty. Everyone that watches a Call of Duty team obviously doesn't just play Call of Duty. It'd be a cool way to expand, and also if we have, I know we have some players like Connect who plays Fortnite like religiously, like that's his game. So I just think maybe adding some other things in the near future. It doesn't have to be soon, but it's just something to consider. I think Rocket League and CSGO would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love to see Rocket League, honestly, because I love playing it. You know, I play it in my spare time with some of my friends I know, and I just feel like it will help. I think it's gonna help Arise expand some, because you know, like you said, Tep, not everyone just plays Call of Duty, and Rocket League is a really fun game. And also Rainbow Six. I feel like Rainbow Six would be really cool, or Battlefield. Fun games like those. I mean, like having a Rainbow Six team would be insane, but we would have to grow a little bit more, because Rainbow Six fans are kind of hard to find, to be honest.
Right, and we'd have to recruit some players who would be willing to be a part of a team and also decent. So
yeah, but I mean, Rainbow Six is a really fun game. I feel like I know people that actually do watch Rainbow Six. They enjoy it. It's like the best thing in the world, especially when it's like competitiveness. It's really cool.
I would have to say, like, as far as Rocket League goes, I've been on that boat for a long time now. Retro, I've been bugging him forever about it. But I seen a team. I don't really know what team it was, but it was a couple months back. They had released a montage. It was a team-tage, and it was instead of like a Call of Duty team-tage, like it was a Call of Duty team, but instead of a Call of Duty team-tage, they took clips from like multiple games. Like they had Minecraft clips, so they had like.
Hold up. Minecraft?
Dude,
Yeah,
360
like,
no scope the pig with a bow and arrow. What do you mean?
That type of shit. Like it was that type of shit. Like they had Minecraft trick shots. They had Rocket League goals. They had like Overwatch plays. They had like just like a variety of games, like all compiled into one little like montage and shit. And I thought that was just like super cool. So like maybe doing something like that, like just if you hit a cool clip, you know, like every now and then just throw out a video that's like just a compilation of like all the cool clips that some Arise members have done in other video games, you know?
I wouldn't mind doing that.
I think
That'd be kind of that would be kind of cool. Have like a little montage of all the cool shit that we've done. Yeah, I would still be down for that.
What about you, Richard? Do you think there's any game?
I don't know how many people are into Rocket League. I know I've never played it. That's why I wasn't too big on it. But I've also been trying to get more of an open mindset the past year, just trying to think of what games like Valorant, that's pretty hot right now as far as people playing it. And
Rocket League's kind of cold, but like it's strong, you know?
yeah,
It is.
but I'd say I definitely want to expand into Valorant, maybe Apex. And
Oh, Valorant's a good one. I didn't even think of that. I even have Valorant on my PC, so.
Apex.
But as soon as we're actually getting some sponsors pretty soon. I'm just waiting on a few emails. I'm not going to say the sponsors, but y'all know soon enough.
All right, so this one's kind of a similar question, except it's like, do you have any ideas that you'd like to have incorporated with Arise in the future? So I guess that kind of goes without saying that, yeah, we want to see ourselves expand at least into different games. I personally think that it would be really cool if we had like maybe once a month or like once every 2 weeks or something. The timeline's a bit shaky in my head, right? But if we had like an internal kind of like Clash of the Clans, and like we had the team split up into 2 different teams, and like we had an editor edit those kind of clips, and like we like had people vote and had like a poll in the description of the video. I think that'd be really
I've
cool.
been thinking about that idea for so long.
Tapify is my editor. Just saying.
Fine, I got Rosen or Rosen. I don't even know how to say his name. You know what?
You're gonna have to pay him.
I got Zin.
Oh god.
I'm just a player in this aspect, so I just go wherever I go.
But no, I think honestly, since we're talking about Clash of Clans, I think we should try to find a team that's actually decent enough to have a Clash of Clans with, or like
Yeah.
a dual ties with.
I
That'd
even
be
I even
dual
reached
sys-
out to a team that was like really close and like subscriber count to us, and they're like, "Sorry, dude, like we're not really uploading that much anymore." And like they just released a montage like a week ago. I'm like, "All right, you just lied straight to my
Bro,
face."
fake. I mean, with Clash of Clans and with uploads that are like really enjoyable, you know, people start looking at the rise and be like, "Oh, I want to join them," and then they'll start grinding for them, and then we'll start picking people up. That's the whole thing with our RC that's due in a month. So we gotta get people to get on that shit.
I mean,
Right.
I've already seen multiple responses. It's just, I don't know, people, they don't put the time and effort into what they're doing.
Yes.
Or as
I know what
content
you mean.
creation, they're doing the same thing everybody else does, and it's boring. And
Well,
a lot of people don't like to like. They have a hard time being creative, I guess you could say, and they think that just throwing together a quick video, 10 minutes, barely edited or anything like that, they think that it's gonna look good when it doesn't. And something good and quality wise, it takes time.
Mhm.
Yep, that's why when I was talking about the editing portion specifically, I tried to stress the fact that I wanted editors to have like one response or like two at the most, really. But like, I see too many people, even myself included, it's kind of hypocritical. At least not now as much as back then, when I was kind of new. But like, they created an editing response and they threw it together really quickly because they wanted to be one of the first people. They wanted to be one of the first like seen, so that way I could like have them in my eyes or whatever the case be. But the problem is just they don't take the time required, and a lot of times like they'll get frustrated, they'll scrap, they'll like leave parts messy, and like editing is, if you don't have patience, don't be an editor. That's all I can say about that.
That's one thing I noticed about I think it was a Obey or Source that I went for like 2 or 3 years ago when I first started designing, and I swear I wanted to be one of the first people to put up a response, and I put up absolute garbage over and over and over, and then one of the last people, like I think it was two people that put up responses, it was their only responses, and they waited till almost like right before it ended, and I was like, holy shit, and they got picked up.
I guess like a last question is I want to ask everybody is like, what kind of goals did you have in mind for 2020, or like where did you want to see yourself by the end of the year? For myself personally, I'd like to see my own channel grow. I know that as an editor, it's very difficult to grow your channel just because if you're even like a top tier editor, people don't subscribe to your channel to watch you post one edit a month. So I think I'd like to start making my own kind of content creation videos because I already have the skills needed to edit my own videos. Not saying I'm a great editor, I'm just saying I could edit my own shit. But I think that I could make some content creation as well as continue to edit and also grow my channel. I'm at like 170 subscribers ish, I think. So I hope by the end of 2020 I can influx that by like 30, hit the 200 cap, and then maybe do something special for it. So we'll see.
Oh yeah.
but for me, so I think my goal for the fall semester, actually, because it's already past my spring semester of college, I kind of want to raise my grades some because I know last fall, my parents ever hear this, it did not do so well. I tell you that I failed 2 of my classes. Well, I failed 1, but I got a D in my other, and it was really bad. It lowered my GPA by like a 1 whole point, and that's really bad. Like it's not, a point. It was like a 3 point something, and now it's a 2 point something. So which is bad and it's hard to raise. And I think in the fall of 2020, I want to raise that back up to a 3 point something. But in the gaming community, I kind of I want to promote a rise as much as possible, to be honest. Like I want a rise to get big. Like we've been here since like 2016, and I just feel like it's our time to shine sometimes. It's just like we have this we have great players like Yang, Lizzie, BZ, Q. Like we have great players, and I just feel like we're just unnoticed, and I want to get our name out there.
By the end of the year, pretty much all I want is a better setup. I need to get a better setup, get my things in order so I can actually start on content creation and whatnot, because I really want to start putting something up on my YouTube channel. But other than that, I really don't have any goals.
As far as my goals, I've kind of got a lot.
God.
This man's constantly grinding. He's like, yeah, I'm in North, but I'm trying to hit Obey by like next month, so we'll see.
No, but as far as real life shit, I'm trying to be in my own apartment or house by the end of 2020. I don't want to be in a trailer because that shit gets hot as hell.
What?
So we'll start in.
Yeah, definitely. I used to live in a trailer. I'm not doing that anymore. But other than getting my own place, I pretty much just want to get a new PC because that would be a lot easier for me design wise. And I want to get into editing as well. And as far as Arise goes, I do want to expand into more games and possibly move us into esports a little bit. I really want to do more lifestyle videos and get more variety, content creation, stuff like that, besides just Call of Duty episodes and crap like that.
Don't worry, introducing Arise Tepify coming soon. It'll be an IRL video.
Oh, you need to hurry that up, right? Seriously. But other than that, design-wise, let's see. I'm in a team right now, but I'm getting announced tomorrow. But that's not my end goal is probably Obey, but I don't think I'll get that in 2020. I think that'll be like end of 2021 or 22 if I'm lucky enough and grind enough. But that's pretty much
in 2020.
Mad
Or
respect.
maybe early 2021. Joining Obey, I could see you getting 2020 or 2021, like early.
Honestly, I like the optimistic attitude, but there are.
I mean, like, if you just
insane
continue to grind and get, like, noticed, then I can see you. 'Cause, I mean, like, you're not half bad. Like, you're good. You're really good.
That was
Yeah.
a half-ass compliment.
Okay, I don't know how to, like, say it without, like,
You're not half bad.
you're not half bad. Nah, it's not like that. I think everyone should just spam the Obey members with retro stuff. That's what I'm hearing. Is that what y'all are hearing?
That's fair.
It's crazy to think that I've gotten how I am now, and Arise Zeno was the person that got me into designing.
Yo, Zeno, oh my gosh. Can I tell you guys a secret, which won't be a secret after this?
Go ahead.
My god, that kid annoyed the shit out of me. Back in the old times, my god, Zeno annoyed me.
Dude, I remember what
matured up
you
some.
were like, "Yo, I'm sorry, but can you kick Zeno?"
I said the same thing about you, Har.
Yo,
Oh,
Dead ass.
no.
Dead ass. Not even gonna lie. I was like, what the fuck is this dude even doing? I was like, he's just a clown.
dang. I'm still a clown.
And then I started talking to you, and then I love you now.
Anyways, well, Tepify, if you have no more questions, you can end it off, bud.
Yeah, I think that's all we had. But I had a lot of fun doing this with you guys. I think this will actually turn out to be a pretty good video overall. I had a lot of fun doing the podcast. So yeah, I guess that's gonna just wrap it up for this podcast. There should be more of these to come in the future, maybe with different people, same people. Just kind of let us know. Also, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask us, we can take those questions from the comment section, implement them into the next video. These should hopefully get better over with time. This is kind of like the guinea pig, so we'll see how this one turns out. But yeah, I think that's it for the video. You guys can say bye or whatever you want.
Subscribe, like, comment, and say whatever you think about Zen.
That part's true.
Bar.
Say whatever you want about him.